When's the last time you watched Smosh?
It's been a while. I
Oh, I gotta.
Yeah. I just remember I only like the old stuff. I don't like the new stuff. Well, that's not
See,
true. I haven't revisited the old stuff in a hot minute.
some of the new stuff is not that
What
good.
did you find funny? Funny enough, you know what made Smosh popular? Take a
Hmm.
guess. Do you remember?
Because they were the first guys on YouTube, and there was nothing else.
Yes. And what were they doing? What were they filming?
Physical comedy, filming
Yeah,
themselves.
what specifically? You don't know, do you? All right. As you ponder it, I'm gonna pull it up. It was two things. Oh, there it is. They did Mortal Kombat and Pokemon.
That's
Do you
right,
remember that?
Pokemon.
hmm
Pokemon.
Which one was first, actually? But I remember
I
the Mortal
think
Kombat.
Pre or post Jackass? Because I feel like they were
this was
doing.
post Jackass.
Yeah.
Jackass was debauchery, though. I'm gonna stand it. I'm gonna put it online. I did not enjoy Jackass. I didn't like it at all.
Was it
I
because it
love
got
Jackass.
you know?
No, I don't know. Cause what?
What?
Cause what?
got
Foreign
what?
objects started being,
Yeah,
placed
it's
in
Oh,
man,
place.
that's
yeah,
not.
yeah.
I don't play around.
YouTube celebrities are laughing along with their fans all the way to the bank. A research company just released the top YouTube stars making more than $100 grand.
That's amazing.
Jesus.
Making money off of YouTube, and two Sacramento 20-somethings are on that list. Chris Beal is live in our control room with how these two were able to build a mini empire. We've got to hear this, Chris.
Well, first off, let me show you one of the most popular YouTube channels. This is called Smosh, and it's run by a couple guys here
verbatim,
in Sacramento. And
two white guys just filming themselves in LA.
Out of YouTube.
You want to go save the planet?
Most of the videos are just Ian and Anthony being Ian and Anthony, two buddies since middle school who found a way to do what they like and make a living at it.
When we first started making videos, I didn't know anything about video, and we just started doing it and learning as
Bastards.
we go.
They're cutting a new video for next
He's
week.
wearing
and
makeup,
it's
bro.
As popular as
Like
all their
bad.
other videos, millions of people
Oh my
watch
God, that look was so popular. I think.
Ian Hecox and Anthony
That
Padilla
emo cut,
came up with Smosh in
Yeah, that emo cut.
2005. The videos were pretty crude back then. Now they've turned the house in Sacramento they share into a studio.
There's
We're
the
like,
more.
Why don't we just make some like original short comedy
Hey,
sketches?
we just
had
watched
some
that.
funny ideas, and so we started making those, and they started getting popular too. And so we were like, let's just keep doing this.
Research company TubeMogul says Ian and Anthony are among the top money makers on YouTube. Part of that revenue comes from the YouTube partnership. People who regularly produce content for the site can make about 75 cents every time someone clicks on a banner ad near your video. But these YouTube stars say it's all about diversifying multiple YouTube accounts,
WoW?
a website, and
That's
merchandise.
We're
So I
able
got
to
onto
stay
WoW.
out of
I saw an
real
ad.
jobs and just continue to do what we love, and we're just going to continue to do it until people are sick and tired of it.
Damn.
So cringe.
It's crazy.
Oh my
He
God!
looks the
Shut
same age.
this off.
That's him,
All
17,
right.
and that's how he looks as he's a 40-year-old right now.
What happened now?
God.
I said he looks the same age. That's how old he looks. He looks as much. He's 40 years old right now, and
Yeah.
he looks like he was 40 years old in that
Money
clip,
will
but he was
do
only
that.
17.
Don't get mad about it.
I'm not mad. I was just making an observation. Okay, hold on. I just thought of something. So we got content going here.
Oh
let
my
me
God.
let me see here real quick. No, so you haven't seen Smosh in forever, right?
I've seen a couple here and there. It's all right.
Okay, I want to see.
Who left? I miss Anthony. Anthony.
You know what?
left,
See,
right?
that's how I know we're on opposite sides of the spectrum. I did not like Anthony at all.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe it's because he was hotter than Ian, and I related to Ian more. Who knows?
He was
That's not what I'm
hotter?
officially saying.
What?
I'm not officially saying that. That's just an idea, I guess.
We're recording. I'm not gonna edit it.
Did you just get
I don't
that
have the manpower.
Because he was hot.
He is hotter than fucking Ian. It's a known thing. You should see him now.
What does this have to do with anything?
Yeah.
Anything? So you what? So you just want? What are you saying?
What are you saying?
I,
What are you saying right now? Wait,
I just
he's
like
gay.
this guy
What are
because
you
he's
saying?
better
Shut the
looking.
fuck up.
Oh my god.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, I'm gonna show you this video. Let's see. Why can't I see? That sucks. I only see me in this picture. I want to see y'all's reactions.
There's no doubt in my mind now that I have one. Because you're like so astray. Now you're talking about how hot one of the Smosh guys
Yeah.
is as a
All right,
argument
all
point.
right.
What the hell are you talking about?
Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna show
Everyone
you.
knows Ian fucks.
Okay.
What?
Okay, this is Shane Top. This is Amanda Lee Encanto.
Hang on. Where's Ian? Where's Anthony?
They are now owners, so they don't appear in all the videos anymore. Like right here, you
Anthony's
can
still
see
Anthony's still
Anthony,
an owner.
Anthony and Ian are now owners. They didn't own it for a while. It would belong to Defy Media. Actually, we should make a whole podcast of me explaining this to you. Yes, because Anthony, he dipped for about 5, 10 years, maybe 5
Did
or
he
6,
sell? Did he?
7.
Yeah, it's not landing. Pull up. Did he sell his rights or shares or what?
No,
I think he just
walked
took a
away.
Rumspringa.
He walked away. Shut the hell up. He
Or
walked
what?
away.
A Rumspringa.
He walked away. He gave total control to Anthony by walking away. I mean Ian. Because he did not like to defy the people who bought Smosh and started producing all these videos, which were all clickbait, girls in bikinis. Let's do torture sketches where we're gonna physically hurt our comedians, so that way, people will want to watch this stuff, basically. And so he left because this wasn't what they made Smosh for. And then I say 10 years. It
Wait,
might be
so
10 years.
you're saying he was which was the torture?
He left the torture, the clickbait. Okay, god damn it. I just want to get to my content.
No,
Okay.
that's all right. That's all right. I'll take you
No,
on. Finish this out. Finish this out.
Look, hold on. Okay,
Yeah.
you see this? Look, 9 years ago. See that thumbnail? Hold on, I gotta show you the old
Finish
one.
the original
See,
thought.
look, 9 years ago, 10 years ago. Look at that thumbnail. All about it's just horrible stuff. They didn't like it, and so he didn't like it, and so he left. And then Defy either quit or got bought out by Dropout. No, Defy. I can't remember what. Either way, Ian sticks around, and Ian gets control. And then when Ian has control and is going about it for about 5 years on his own now, then Anthony comes back, because not only have people stuck around, we got a whole new sling of cast and crew, and people love these people, which I consider the golden age of Smosh, is these characters here, because they brought something new, and we all got older, and nobody wants to see. Well, I'm not saying it like that, but no one wants to see young people.
If this
do
is
this
the
stuff
golden
anymore.
age, what is the beginning of Smosh with Ian and Anthony?
I think it was cringe. I didn't like it at all. I
No,
like the
what?
Pokemon stuff, but even then it started getting kind of old. I was like, okay,
Hmm.
because by their third Pokemon video, I was like, I don't think you are trying enough, or you're trying too hard. Like, this is not Smosh at all. But again, because I try to watch some of their food battles and their what if stuff, or like every blank whatever, and I was like, this is not funny. These two guys by themselves is not funny. It was only when you introduced this guy, Shane Top, his wife, Courtney Miller, who is not on the screen right now, and Keith Lead, Damien Haas, and a couple other ones. They were funny. I thought they were funny. They were more funny than the original two. And then you have this one right here, Amanda Lee Encanto. She does an amazing Karen fucking impersonation that'll drop you off your socks. I fell in love with it the first day I saw that one. And this is Chance McCrary. He's what I call okay, I'm not even saying what I call him, but everyone thinks
Starts
him
with a
and
T.
Shane. Shut up! Everyone thinks him and Shane are twins, except there's a clear difference between them, and then one is straight, one is gay, and so yeah. But again, other than that, they're like
Is he
they're
trans or she trans?
well, he's gay, but he's also he's not labeled that, because he does drag too, very well actually. And so, but then there's this one,
So
Angela, Giratana, the greatest, funniest woman alive. This is why I'm bringing this clip up, because she, for me, is what brought me back to Smosh. 2019, I was watching it, and 2020, 2021, I was like, it's not that funny anymore. 2023, she gets involved, and she just, I can never not laugh at her. She's in all the new videos now. Like, she's like the funniest person ever, because she reacts in real time, and she's a theater kid, and so when she goes for it, she goes for it. And to me personally, I don't want to say who I think she looks like, because I want you to say it without me saying it, because I think she kind of looks like someone from, let me say, Malcolm in the Middle. All right, I'll just say that. And but again, she's just funny. And then I'm not gonna do the whole video, but so
That's an
they're right
hour
now
and 13 minutes. That's
well, this
where
is
we're at. We're
I'm
at
gonna
an
skip.
hour and
I'm
16.
skipping ahead. But they're doing a live. They were promoting their live. They're gonna go on live.
Yep.
So they're doing a lot of live videos, promoting it. So they're gonna do a live performance. But they started doing this soundboard, and so the thing is to try not to laugh. First, they're doing a staring contest, but then they realized there weren't a lot of people watching this. So then they got a soundboard out, and they're like, okay, let's bring the soundboard out and try to make each other laugh with the soundboard. And for me, it gets funny because you could tell who's a millennial, who's a zillennial, and who's younger than that. Oh, there's not really that many younger people. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, here
5
we go.
hours later.
Shut the fuck up. God!
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
All
love,
this
we
stuff.
love
You
commercials.
couldn't load. You couldn't load the ad. Oh my.
It's on. It's on. Don't walk away.
Don't go.
Oh.
I don't know how to pause. I don't know how to pause. I don't know how to pause. Wait, I really don't know how to pause. Bruh. Okay. You should have done that. I don't know how to stop it. I don't know how to stop it. 10.
Nope, you were laughing at me earlier, and that's what I felt like. I was like, oh my god.
What the f?
It's
This is pretty cringe.
No,
Don't click that one. Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Who does she look like? Who does she look like to you? On Malcolm in the Middle.
Space.
Amanda's that meme of the grandma looking at the computer.
Richie.
Yeah, that's who I thought.
just
I was like,
signed
she
up
looked
for
like Richie.
insurance.
Richie.
Okay.
What's the context of this?
They're trying not to laugh with the soundboard, and they were just again, they were just on live. But hold on, I'm trying to find this part. This is the part.
This was live?
Yeah, this was live. She's Portuguese. It's freaking ridiculous. Hold on.
That seemed very forced.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it's because they're live. They're live. Oh my god.
It's not gonna do us much good because that looks like one of those things you had to have been there. Because if it's live, then you're probably watching it as it's going.
Hold on.
You just love your commercials, don't you?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
If we ever get streamers, we've lost them. They have left. They have stopped streaming. And if I'm being honest, that's why. Well, it is and it isn't. I was gonna say that's why we're here now, but I think that's been a thing since forever, or since like radio. Because remember when we were kids and we would record ourselves on like a video we had like a little voice video recorder.
Yeah, because we had a tape recorder and we would record it on there like freaking fools. And then I remember Grandma would freaking, you boys are getting high because why are y'all laughing so much? And I was like, oh my god, like can we not laugh? Can we? Yeah, she did say that. We tried to play it to her because she would babysit us a little bit, and then we were just laughing while we're listening to it, and then we're laughing on there. She was like, you boys are high. What are y'all doing drugs? I said, what? Well, yeah, because you're just, why are y'all laughing? There's no reason to laugh at this, because what she was really saying was, you boys are idiots. What you're saying isn't funny. I don't know why y'all think this is funny. Like,
actually,
God forbid.
now that I think about it, I think she's straight up old school. So like I hated going to her house because when we'd go, she had an old, big, thick TV, turn the knob, and like when we try to watch, we'd wake up in the morning, try to watch TV. First of all, it was just black and white. And then she's like, what the hell are y'all doing? Like, it's too early to be watching cartoons. And I'm like, there's not even cartoons. First of all, like, I don't even know my way around this thing. She's like, y'all need to be doing chores. Like, get up. So we're mowing the lawn, we're cleaning. Like, And immediately I was like, I hate it here. I don't want to live here. I gotta go.
She
But
can't keep getting away with it.
she's so old school that that level of happiness that we wore as children, she couldn't fathom it. So in her mind, she's like, drugs. The
Yeah,
kids
has
are
to
on
be.
drugs. How can you be this happy? Like either that or you're just not working hard enough. You're
Yep.
7 years old. Fucking, where's your second job?
Yeah, where you say?
Like what the hell?
You got too much time
God.
on your hands. You
Yep.
should be
Yeah,
working.
that's what she was saying. You got
got
way
plenty of
too
time
much
for
time.
activities.
Matter of fact, the yard needs to get clipped. The dogs need to be taken. Those are your dogs. This is your yard. Hurry up. Our mom
Yeah.
kind of just dumped us off here. So, no, I don't think it's a vacation.
God.
Speaking,
What's the longest you guys stayed there?
We stayed nights
well,
there.
technically we stayed living there for a hot minute, almost a year or two.
No.
So when we were little, so we were back and forth because one of the times might have been 3 or 4. We stayed there for a hot minute, but then our uncle, he was kind of no, he wasn't in a gang. He was friends with 2 gangs, and that pissed the gangs off. And they were like, "You got to pick one. It's fucking us to them." And he's like, "I'm not picking any. Like, I'm cool." I think he was dealing drugs between the 2. He's like, "No, you got to pick one." And one of the gangs, or maybe both of them, were mad about that. So they actually shot up the house.
Shit.
And after they shot up the house, that's how mom tells it. Fucking, that could be way. It could have been like a truck drove by and a rock ricocheted, hit the window. It's like, get down! She goes shot. I wouldn't put it past her. But going off of her story, we're chill. We're 3 and 4. Barely remember this. According to her, that's why we had to leave after living there so long. So that's when we moved to the country, northern Texas, for about a year or 2, and then we came back. And then when we came back, the logic doesn't make sense. So then when we come back, because when we came back, she would drop us off for babysitting for like weeks at a time, especially in the summer. But why the hell did we move then if the place was getting shut?
Right. If it was so
If we
so
were just
bad.
gonna go back, what the hell? Don't
Make it
make
make
sense.
sense.
Or they
Make it
just
make
didn't give a fuck at that point. Like, yeah, you're big enough, fucking duck.
You can dodge a
Yeah.
bullet.
I don't even know who to ask, because if you could try to ask Dad, but I don't know if he was sober enough to recall any of that, or he's probably blacked out many of things.
No, what I learned is those stories, it was probably the truth. Because I don't know if she told you stories about Grandpa.
I believe it was, but there's some of it's true, but she fucking
Yeah.
exaggerates. She goes beyond.
Yeah, that's true. She does
goes
exaggerate.
beyond. So, like I said, I bet you it was like a fucking, maybe they threw a brick or
Well,
something.
I don't know if you remember, because either you weren't there or you were too little, but I do distinctly remember we were there. No, some lady came up to the cage because I don't know if
yeah.
she said this or not. Yeah.
That's my memory. I lived that. You
It's
didn't
my
live
memory.
that.
Anyway, our
No,
grandmother's house
you're-
had a
you
cage.
stole
You know,
that
some
from
people
me.
have cages on the windows. She had a cage on the whole patio, so you had to lock it in. So a lady came up one day, and she was
Lies.
stumbling
He doesn't
and
know the
bumbling.
truth.
She was
No,
stumbling and bumbling.
no. All right, so here's the truth, Brian. Here's what
Mike.
happened, because I lived it.
You muted
So
him.
again, it was like 3 years old. And do you remember any memories from when you were 3, Brian?
Yeah, I got some.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, usually, I looked this up. Usually, most people, the average person, you don't remember until like 4 or 5, maybe even, because like there's no reason for you to remember that early. But for us, we can remember that young because of like crazy shit happening like this, which was some lady was getting the shit beat out of her, pelleted with a man with a belt was beating the shit out of her in front of the house, and she's out there screaming, calling for help, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because I can hear, I'm the only one awake because everyone's a bum sleeping, or I'm a little kid, so I'm probably up at the crack of dawn. And I hear that and see that at the front, so I start trying to wake everybody up and tell everybody, and everybody's like, mind your business, like go back to bed, shut the hell
My
up.
God.
Like, and they're like, is the door locked? Like, yeah. They're like, oh, then we're good. Like, shut the hell up. And like, they're just worried about us. Like, so he can't get in, right? It's like, no, but the lady. I'm like, what lady? Like, I'm fucking
My
sleeping
God.
still. Yeah, and I was, yeah.
So you just stayed in
Yes
the
and
house.
no.
Just...
So his version is the truth, but there's also the version of my mom. I remember her because I wanted to help the lady, and I remember asking her, well, why
I'm
can't we
asking
help the
about
lady?
what do you remember?
I remember the lady. I don't remember him beating her there. I remember there was an altercation and her coming to the thing, and then she ends up letting the lady inside because I was telling her, I said, well, why can't we just let her inside? Like if this man's gonna hurt her, and then she ends up doing it, and then. I remember her calling the cops and waiting, and the lady didn't want the cops called because, again, you know, that dynamic where she can't leave the boyfriend and everything. And So I do remember her helping her out. I just remember being scared as shit because I was just like, there's some lady in the house now. When we say house, this was not a house. This is as big as a fucking my room house. Like
It's
it's
a
fucking.
tiny,
It
tiny
was.
house.
It was.
It's
If you.
With the fucking cage in the front. What the fuck?
It was crazy.
so it's because it was on the.
It's on the. It was on the. What? There's a word for it. It's next to the rail track. So here's the rail track.
Straight up, it was ghetto downtown.
Yeah,
like on
there's
the
the
west
street.
side.
Here's the rail track. Here's the street, right? This where my eyebrow is. That's where the house was. And on the other street, you have normal houses, normal houses, normal houses. But
Yeah,
where
that
my
house that
eyebrow
house shouldn't be
is,
there.
that's where the house was. It shouldn't have
You
been
guys
there.
lived on a
that
Well, it's on the
fucking
house
ley
shouldn't be
line.
there.
That's what I was looking for. It's
Yeah,
like
like
it's
a-
literally on the line.
a track
And
shack
so
or
when-
something.
Whenever the
Yeah,
and
a
there was a
track
shack
shack.
because
I'm almost
whenever the
certain
train
that's
come
what that
by,
is.
cockroaches coming out. Oh, it's the end of the world. There's earthquakes
My
and shit.
God.
Yeah.
It was horrible. She had one of those TVs with the lines in it. That's how old it was. Like you turn it
Yeah.
on and like the Matrix TV.
No wonder they get pissed when you guys mess
But
with the
again,
TV.
he's talking about when we're sleeping because we're bums. There's nothing else to do. Like we're poor. We
Yeah,
couldn't
there's
go
nothing
anywhere.
else to do.
There's nothing else. The yard was not a yard. The dogs were not a dogs that you want to play with. There
Yeah,
was
it
nothing
was
to
a
do.
bad neighborhood. All the windows have the the bars and everything. Mhm.
And then the house across the street was a trap house. They finally tore it down, thankfully. But yeah, it was not a fun time at all whatsoever.
Jesus.
But yeah, that was fucking crazy. I remember because I remember watching my mom contemplate helping this lady or not because I was asking. I was like, well, do we not? I want to help. Why can't we? And she was making the excuse of why we shouldn't. And now I realized later, oh yeah, we definitely shouldn't let this lady in the house. For all we know, she was casing the joint.
I'm almost certain
And do
we
you
didn't
recall?
help that lady at
Yeah, I was
all.
about to
And
say,
I'm-
do you recall her being in the house?
No, I don't remember anybody being
Maybe
in the house.
not in the house, but okay. So there's the cage, right?
Yeah,
There's
whatever
there's
you
the
call
cage.
that,
There's
that-
the
that-
patio.
the patio.
And then there's the house.
Yeah, yeah.
So
The
yeah,
patio,
even
which
the
is inside
patio,
the cage.
yeah.
Yeah.
The patio is probably like a 2x2. No, 2x10. Yeah. It
2
was
by 10
crazy.
sounds straight.
2x10 sounds about right, yeah. Because that's where she kept all her knickknacks, you know? It was fucking crazy. Old Mexican lady. God, that house is a bad time. No, I remember as a kid thinking it was huge, but no, when I think about it, I'm like, that's
Yeah.
no space.
Yeah.
Kitchen was in the laundry room somehow. It was crazy.
Hey, you guys
I have
stay-
nightmares about being in
yeah,
that house. Like, oh my god.
Like a
I
year.
don't know about nightmares.
God.
It's not nightmares, but it's just so I mean, I guess we're spoiled. It's just so uncomfortable because of the bugs, the roaches, the dirt. It feels like
For if it was a single person, even 2-person, it can be fine. But you got 5 people here.
Have you seen it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the apartment that Charlie and Frank
Yeah.
stay in?
Yeah, we saw that episode.
The one with
That-
the hidden room.
The same size. It was honestly the same size as the apartment, and the grime, the feel
Yeah.
of it, the look of it was
The paint, everything. It looked, it was
everything
nasty.
about
Yeah, it was
that was
nasty.
just,
Everything
it
was
was just
nasty.
like that.
So,
I hated taking a shower. I hated everything.
So how much cat food did you guys eat?
Oh my god.
If only if I had
If
known
only.
about it.
Like if we were lucky if there was tortillas to eat bland with Kool-Aid. She always
Yeah.
had Kool-Aid, but then she was always mad that we drank the
Yeah.
Kool-Aid.
It
I was like, "What the fuck are you angry about? This is all we got to drink. Your water's filthy."
It was
No,
some ghetto ass Kool-Aid too. Not like it wasn't Kool-Aid. It was that generic
the dollar,
red
the
stuff,
dollar.
The
off
yeah,
instant
brand,
mix-
yeah,
instant
just a bunch of
mix
powder
Kool-Aid,
in
yeah.
a thing.
Yep. It's all right. I
What the
partake
hell?
in the dollar Kool-Aid too. Don't worry.
That was terrible.
Every time I felt bad. I don't know why she would try to get a dog, but every time she tried to get a dog, it would get stolen like immediately because she leaves out in the yard to play.
Right.
Yeah.
It's gone in a day, not even. Yeah, every time she tried to get one, yeah.
I remember
You'd have
they
to-
would get out too.
Yeah, that was them being nice, saying that they got stolen. The puppies weren't getting out. They're puppies. They're literally getting
Yeah.
stolen. So that was the problem. The only way to keep a dog is you got to get a grown ass one, and it's got to be like
Yeah.
a junkyard dog.
Yeah.
So
You gotta
don't
get
nobody
a
want
good
that dog.
junkyard cat. A good junkyard cat. That's what we need.
Jesus.
A little Jack Bowers.
Call him little Jack Bauer.
So at what age was the last time you guys went to that place?
I went when I was married
Yeah.
because we were visiting for something. So I was probably 20 something, late 20s.
Yeah.
I was when I realized I was stupid. I have a lot of moments like that, but yeah, on the wall, I was looking at all the memorabilia that I hadn't seen in forever with new context, and then on the wall she had a diploma. It was some kind of award, and it said something. I won't say the last name. And I was like, "Who's this? Who's this for?" "That's me. That's mine." "That's not your name." "What?" "Yeah, your name's Grandma." "Who the fuck is?"
Mike.
And
Yeah,
that's when I learned her name wasn't grandma. I was like, holy shit. And I was like, I went 20-some years not knowing her first name. Like, what the fuck? Oh my God. Like, Jesus Christ. And that was the last time I went there because I've picked her up and dropped her off before after that, but I never went inside. I was like, no, I'm not going back in that place. Fuck that.
Come on, mijo,
Ever
state the
fucking again.
name. No.
Because if you see that patio, it's only been more with the knickknacks she gets, you know? It was little bitty cactuses, little tchotchkes and toys and flea market stuff, and now it's just covered. And then apparently the whole house is like that, according to my mother. She just went horde central, and I was like, yeah, no. Because I talk about roaches, but I'm sure there was rats there too. And like there was no space whatsoever to sleep. Like the living room was
there was not rats, but mice. Rats are too big.
Mice,
They wouldn't want to
yeah,
live there.
yeah.
They'd be cramped.
Yeah.
It was just
Even the
nuts.
rats would be cramped.
It was crazy. Oh my God. How did this even get brought up? I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to download the stupid
I don't know,
video.
but this thing has really made a turn. This is supposed to be a little short, fun clips video.
We're living some trauma.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was thinking about
But-
stopping it 10 minutes ago when we were done with the Smosh clip. I was like, maybe we're done with this segment.
Smosh. We were talking about Smosh.
Because so
Yeah.
Smosh got me talking about the tape recorder. The tape recorder reminded you grandma commenting, and then that had us talking about
Because we had
I was
recordings
4.1.
of.
Sorry.
I thought they would be big. I thought we'll have recording. I tried to teach him how to play guitar. And that went terrible. Because even on the recording, you can hear my dad getting home, and then my mom yelling. It was terrible. I was like, oh my, we're never safe.
We don't talk about
I
anything
remember
special or specific.
when
No?
you first got on TeamSpeak. You remember that, Oscar?
Yes, I do remember that.
My
at
God,
all.
the day.
So
So he'd be gaming with us everything. You're on the computer, Alejandro. What's going on? There's dishes over here.
But not just that. You would hear them fighting with each
Yeah.
other. Like I'm over there having a good time. Oscar,
There's
is
like-
everything
there's
okay
like
over there? Everything
crashing in
good
the
there, buddy?
background and everything. We're like, what the
Yeah. No, it was so embarrassing. And then I had to learn to do push to talk on the keyboard. So I had open mic. So then I quickly learned I can't have open mic. So then I would only be able to talk when I hit a certain button on the key. But by then it was too late. They already heard everything. It was terrible. Because this is when the computer was in the living room before I got my own room, which, the bathroom, how lucky I was that I got a bathroom all to
Your
myself.
own room, you say? What's that like?
Yeah. Bad. Very bad. Because then you got people blowing up the bathroom and you're trying to fucking sleep. Yeah.
Don't
So
say
no,
it.
it's not good. It's bad. I think I'd rather be in the living room, safe. You know? I think I'd rather be outside.
It's very. You could have stayed in the living room on the couch
You're
like I
peacefully
did.
sleeping, and you're just like, what the hell? And you just see your mother over there. Like, oh, I couldn't go to the other one. Someone was in it. And then you run to the other one to go beat up whoever's in it. There's nobody there. There's nobody there. She did it on purpose. And granted, there was a little bitty window about yay big, but even then, I was like, yeah, I quickly regretted having that room. I was like, you know what? This is cool and all.
Yeah, it made no. I don't know why they thought it made.
They
sense.
thought they were doing me a favor, I guess, by giving me my own
yes,
space.
to have your own room, but not to combine the
They
bathroom.
should have took the toilet out, yeah.
All you had to do is a wall for the toilet, and that's it. Most places have just the toilet. Wait, did you have a shower? Oh, that's right. The bed was where the shower
The
was.
bed was where the shower was.
But the sink doesn't have to be fucking connected. Like, just
Yeah.
separate that for the
And they
sound.
didn't take that
and
out
the
until I was
smell.
18. And I was like, oh, God, it took y'all that long. And again, I have nightmares about that room. It's just so, like, I have a perfect mental image of that room. It's so small. And for me, it was so big until I went over to friends' houses and I was like, where's your shit bathroom bedroom? What? The bedroom that's half bathroom that people shit in. Where's that at? You have a bed with a TV and a nice comforter. I get to bring snacks in there.
The
You get
toilet's
to
in the
have snacks
hallway.
in your room. Where are the roaches? Where are the ants?
It was pungent puss. That's what
Pungent?
you're saying.
What is that? My God.
Yeah.
God.
Yes.
My
Jesus.
God.
Yeah. This is from the Ripping Friends.
I
creators of
couldn't
Ren and
remember the name of the
Stimpy.
show. I wanted to show Jackal this. The one with the chewing gum thing or whatever. The lady gets sucked out.
My goodness.
My God.
That's why I didn't eat her food at all whatsoever. Nope.
Just wait. We're not even there.
Some rough.
No.
No.
Turn it down. We don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Look at little Timmy.
Yes. Laughing.
my God.
He's tapping us.
That's exactly what it was like, laughing at my face. Please. And I specifically say her because my father never went in there to do that shit. It was specifically her. Like she was making a point, looking at me dead in my face. Speaking of which, the 50 Cats Outside, we were behind let me not say which flea market, but we were behind the flea market. And so you could hear that shit all day and night. And then sometimes I'd get on the sink to look up there, see what's going on. And usually be people backhand deals and shit. And then they catch me looking at them. And then I duck down. Oh, God, they're going to see me. They're going to come. They're going to get me. They're going to steal me.
Yes.
It's like that episode where Frank runs it, or D has to stay with Charlie for whatever reason. And Charlie's like, hey, make sure you eat the cat food.
Yeah.
Because like any second now, the cat's going to go howling. Then he wolfs it down. And then Frank comes running in like,
yeah,
stripping his clothes off. Then goes right to bed.
What was it? They eat the cat food and huff the paint, right? Or what was it?
That's what they do because it's a chemical process that makes them pass out.
Yeah.
Instead of taking, like PM medicine. Like, oh
like
my God. Because that's the whole argument D was having. Like, you create those problems, Charlie. These are solutions to problems. Like, no, those are, you could just get some medicine. You don't have to drink beer and chug freaking cat food to do this. It's terrible. But that's what it felt like. And again, I don't even know how I got a girl over there to fucking do anything. Like, it was horrible. Thank God. Yeah, by the time I did get a girl over there, no bathroom, it was just the bed. And then by then we finally moved out. I was like, oh, now we move out. Now we get out of here. So yeah, we went from shack track to trailer ass and then finally a house. And then, yeah. And then I had half the garage split into my room. Again, they were giving me.
I remember that.
Yeah, they're giving me the butt end of everything.
Actually, that's the wrong part then. It's the part where D wakes up and Frank is pissing in a bucket. And he's like,
Oh my God.
So that was Mom then looking at you going,
yeah. And again, that's what pisses me off. Everyone else has some normal childhood. And meanwhile, I'm like, crazy, man. This is nuts. Because I've told this story too, where I had friends come over during the daytime. Nothing bad could happen in the daytime. Mr. Roach just crawling on the wall. Just like, you gotta be kidding me, man. And luckily they were cool about it. But I was just like, we don't got roaches. I don't know what this is. It was terrible. It was god awful.
Yeah. Summertime was the worst. Because then they're all out. The heat brings them all out.
And it's so hot.
And then when you're especially you're watching a movie, it's always usually a scary movie at night, and then a roach crawls across the TV screen. And you're like, well, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. Well, good night. Good night, y'all. So yeah, I tried my best to keep that room sanitary and, full of, that's probably why I have brain problems. I put so much ant and roach killer around the freaking thing. Like, my God, just to make sure.
You can't help it though, especially like at a park like that, dude. They're all outside. You know what I mean? And then
because by the woods.
Yeah,
it was by the woods.
They're looking to get in, get some of that water, and cool down.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy time. Crazy time.
Just Charlie and Frank. Just Charlie and Frank apartment.
Yeah, never again.
Actually, Harry Potter, there's one. You act like you lived underneath the floorboard?
No one was blowing up his little staircase, all right? No matter what you say, no one was blowing it up.
Look at that movie. The staircase is connected to the restroom, the downstairs restroom. The guest restroom, the worst one, the one everyone uses, like, hey, where can I take a shit in here?
Hey, he had the illusion that nobody was shitting in his bedroom, all right?
Stomping on his fucking roof every time they go up and down the stairs. And those are not light people.
Whatsoever. No reason
Those are
whatsoever.
What?
Those are not light people. They were stomping up and down on his roof, going up and down them stairs.
Especially, yeah. Anytime I hear that anywhere, I'm like, God, oh God, here she comes. I could see on the TV you're watching the Skinamax. What are you doing? I'm just watching the cartoons. I swear, it's Nick at Night. I swear. But the TV did you ever see that? How the TV would betray you? It would have the channel of the other person, whatever they were watching. So when you go to like channel 99, it would show up on theirs because on yours, whatever channel they were watching show up on yours. And I remember I went to that channel and I was like, oh, yeah, here we go. The return channel. But then you had to get smart. You had to make the return channel one channel off. So that way when you hit return channel, you're like, oh, Okay, see, I hit return channel with nothing to the channels I was
So
doing.
did you find that out the hard way?
No, I never got caught. I was close calls, very close
I'm
calls.
certain you got caught. They just didn't want to. They just don't want to bring it up to embarrassment. So that's why they probably did stuff like that to like instead of telling you to get off, they just the presence was there so you couldn't.
What
do
you
that
watching?
stuff.
Nothing.
Yeah, well, yeah. What you watching or what you doing? What you up to?
Yeah, that's crazy. That was crazy time.
But so it's graphic.
Frame for frame,
Quite
very graphic.
That'll get the old digestive system moment.
I've already told Jackal. I said this is why the way she cooked too, like fucking leaving onions uncut in the rice, mashed potatoes that were just so lumpy. Like no, I never. No, that's why I starved myself. So I was eating the whole sleeve of saltine crackers with water because I was like, I can't do this. This got awful.
Did you ever get in trouble for not eating what they made?
No, he always ate it.
Yeah.
She's talking about you.
Yeah.
He knows I didn't get in trouble. I got what I either didn't eat or she would give me McDonald's and break down finally. She's like, oh, I'll get you food. And then gave me like, the diabetes by injecting me with all this fast food. She's like, I'll give you all the food.
She injected you. She gave you what you asked.
She said, I'll give you all you
What
want.
You asked for.
No, most of the time I would just not eat. She's like, well, fine, you don't have to eat then. I was like, all right, I won't. And then in the middle of the night, we'd have microwavable pizzas. We'd had a grilled cheese maker. Again, I ate a lot of fatty shit, so yeah, it didn't really help.
Well, we'd also get a lot of food from the daycare she worked at. She'd bring free food home, which was similar to, chicken nuggets, french fries, stuff like that.
Right.
Or tater
like the
tots.
square pizzas? Yeah, we get those too.
A bunch of square pizzas. Rice Krispie treats, I always like that when they did that. But similar stuff that they have at school and daycares. Yep.
Oh, yeah, because
I was a slave to the fucking same old fucking cooking over and over and over until I started making my own money. Then when I said, no, I'm not going to eat that. I'm good.
Yeah.
And then I got attitude because I wasn't going to eat it.
Yeah. What do you mean you're not going to eat it?
Oh,
you
what
better
do you mean?
eat this.
You think you're better than it? No, I just don't like eating the same shit, 3 times a week. Yeah, her favorite dish was fucking fideo, bro. Could not do it. I would burn out of it. I'd see even today. Can't eat it. Nah, I'm good. Pass.
My dad knows how to cook, and even when he cooked it, I was like, this does not look or smell like something we should be eating unless you're sick.
I don't know. I think I like this cooking. Well, he didn't do it often, but
no,
when he
his
did,
cooking was good. It's just fideo specifically, it does not look good at all. That's not even noodles.
It doesn't look good, but it was all right. It was food.
See, we got another Mortal Kombat 2 on him. And he's like, God damn, you're destroying my Sean.
It wasn't good, but
no, he made good rice. He made good mashed potatoes.
If it was something once, maybe twice a week, sure, whatever. But like 3 days in a row, bro, you're trying to make me eat that shit? Fuck no. Or then like every other day? No, I'm not gonna eat.
Why can't we just have like a salad or something?
Be better off with the fucking salad, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, it's cheap and it's fast, and I don't feel like cooking. Okay. Well, you should have told
Here's
me
some
that.
beans.
Yeah.
Where's the flavor? Here's some chips. There's your flavor. Eat
did
up.
not know I have had diarrhea since Easter.
Yeah, I have Easters.
Maybe we should do that one. Do you remember? Were you with me? We got to see that movie in the movie theater for free, and so you don't remember that the female actress, she was there.
Has Vega was there?
Has Vega was there.
I don't remember that. Damn.
Yeah, we went because the daycare that mom worked at, they always gave free. I don't know what it's called, like promotions.
Oh yeah, because that's how we saw Pokemon the first movie.
To the underprivileged kids, they would give it. So not us specifically, but the daycare she worked for.
They get tickets.
Deals with underprivileged kids, and they would give extra free shit. So she had access to that free shit. So whatever was left over, she would get it. So we would get free movie tickets all the time. The stuff other people wouldn't take. So went to see Nacho Libre. We went to go see it, and it just so happened that I don't know why that lady was at that showing, and she answered questions and everything. And
we saw Pokemon the first movie. We went to the theater, and then they had a Jesse James impersonator there do the song, and
they
had a giveaway. You can get one of the cards or something.
It was for the daycare. Yeah, it was like a field trip that day. Yeah.
It was awesome.
Shit, you're right, man. Yeah, I wish we kept that stuff. Damn, that would have been worth so much money.
It would have been. I was pissed off.
I'm almost certain I had gold back in the day at McDonald's or Burger King. They gave away gold cards, like a Mewtwo, a Pikachu.
Yep, they sure did.
And it was like it wasn't real gold, but it was a good material.
No, yeah, it's a good memorabilia because it came with a ball.
Yeah, it came with a ball. Damn.
We had them. I had the Charizard holographic card. I didn't know it was worth that much.
Probably got thrown away.
It did. I had a whole binder, and a kid asked me to trade. and I
the
gave it to him.
fucking Batman Forever ice mugs.
Oh yeah. Damn, those were good. Fuck, I miss all that stuff.
Mhm.
I got Star Wars 1 came out, and or after it came out, the cereals had little lightsabers as a spoon, so the
Yeah.
spoon would light up, and I got it in one of the
What?
things. I use that shit all the time.
Damn.
They used to
Yeah.
have little Pogs too. I love the Pogs.
Yeah, the Pogs. Pogs are cool.
They were cool. I don't know why they fell. Well, I know why they fell off, but still.
Why'd they fall?
No one wants to carry this shit around.
What do you mean?
You got no space for it in your pocket. Literally, all of our space goes to our
Killing
phone.
a cylinder in
keys.
your pants.
Yeah, let's keep a yeah.
Well,
It's-
isn't it like a coin, right, or no?
Well, yeah, but you're not just gonna carry one on you. There's literally a million Pogs.
Yeah,
Oh
so
yeah,
you-
like a collection. Keep it in a book or a binder, like the Pokemon cards.
And then you show your friends, and everyone's all, "This isn't cool no more." What? Jump,
This isn't cool.
what is this, the 80s, nerd?
nerd! Especially
Yeah,
when
and
Yu-Gi-Oh
then it-
came around. Now, like
And then
everyone
it comes around.
Right?
jumped on that fad and like, yeah, let's beat up these kids. You know what? Let's start stealing their stuff now. Yeah.
I traded people Yu-Gi-Oh cards for money and for like a wallet. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh, man. Like, even though cards are still pretty dominant today, Yu-Gi-Oh and fucking...
Yeah, they are. They are.
What is the other one? The Gathering? Magic?
Magic
Magic
the
the
Gathering.
Gathering. Yeah. Digimon. Man, never mind. Maybe they didn't have cards.
No,
Just
they
remember the
did,
show.
but they weren't. It was just like Dragon Ball Z cards. It was absolutely useless. Absolutely useless.
Dragon Ball Z. That's right. I didn't like
They
those.
were
They don't-
amazing, but they were useless. Yeah.
They were. I don't know. It's something about a card. So Pokemon got it right, where it's like, I guess, I don't know how you describe it. Similar to a baseball card, where it's like, oh, there's stats, there's what it does. Dragon Ball Z didn't really have that, from what I remember. And then same thing with the other one. So I think that's why they didn't stick. I think. I don't know.
I don't
I
even
I have the
remember-
opposite of that.
I don't even remember seeing Dragon Ball Z cards. I was there
They were
initially for the
they sold them like
the
at the flea
Pokemon
market.
cards.
Yeah, we got them at the flea market, and I
But to
remember
me, they were cards that, like, for me, it felt like the baseball cards. Like, they had stats on them that didn't matter because you couldn't use them. Like, with Pokemon, there's health bar. Not only just stats, but there's health bar. And you can have the same card, but different stats. So you could have two different versions of a Pidgey or Bulbasaur or whatever, because they
Mhm.
do different attacks and stuff. But with Dragon Ball Z cards, it just said Goku, Kamehameha, and that's it. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
but what about,
I guess
no
you're right,
health.
that- yeah, they're not playable.
They're
We-
not
we
playable.
wanted-
Yeah,
we were gonna play. We
strictly
were gonna
for,
play with them.
They're collector cards. They're not
They're
playable.
collector cards. Yep.
And then that's where Yu-Gi-Oh took off, because not only were they playable, you can collect them also. I mean, Pokemon's like that too, but Yu-Gi-Oh just was, I don't know. I think it was cooler.
Yu-Gi-Oh it's literally a card game. The show is
Well,
a card game, so that's
yeah.
like only natural
Yeah, that
that
dude's a
it's
cheater.
functional.
Yeah, he's a cheater. It's finally released that he's the sleight of hand artist, that he cheats.
You've
all his
released
games.
my trap.
Yeah. This
You've
card,
activ-
I'm gonna
you-
trust
No, you've
the
activated
heart
my
of the
chakra.
cards.
That's not how it works.
Heart of greed.
That's
Okay,
not how
that's
it
enough. Yeah. God. He's just making up shit on the fly. He was making up rules. I think that's why Kaiba had all the beef. He was like, I'm an original gamer over here, and you're over here making up rules as you go. I got blue eyes. We got nothing.
Damn, that's what I wanted to talk about. What did you like better? Not now, but at the time, did you like Pokemon better or Digimon better?
I love
Man,
Digimon still.
I started with Pokemon, but then I kind of like the design of fucking Digimon. You know what I mean? I
It was
had
bad.
I had the fucking little, what was it, the little Tamagotchi fucking thing?
Yeah, I had that
Yeah,
too.
that's right. That's right.
Poor
Yeah.
little bastard died, but I had it.
it.
That whistle. As soon as I heard that whistle,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that fucking intro.
The Howlin' or whatever that is.
Digimon.
yeah.
Digimon.
Digimon. The movie was so badass. Talk about
The-
movies.
Yeah.
Now that's
Okay,
a fucking
which
movie.
movie was better, Digimon or the Pokemon movie?
Man,
Uh,
the Pokemon was more emotional.
yes,
but
that one hits you better in your heart.
Digimon, like overall.
Visual and audio. That soundtrack kick
Yeah.
ass. The visual kick ass.
That's what I'm thinking of. The soundtrack, like
Yeah.
actual real music I listened to. It had Smash Mouth,
Yeah,
fucking maybe Three
It
Doors
was
Down,
indie, very indie.
indie,
I was.
'Cause
It was.
I don't
it
even know if it
pretty
was made for
close.
that.
Bare Naked Ladies. Their one hit wonder,
Yeah.
1 week.
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah.
1 week since you
It's
looked at
been
me.
1 week since you looked
Shut
at
up.
me. Yeah. But I love when they get into the action. You go around,
Yeah.
and they're flipping around on the screen and shit. Like, oh my god,
So
I'd have to say
that's the
Digimon.
score, not the soundtrack.
Yeah, Digimon was
Digimon was it. It could have changed the game.
Pokemon was very close.
Yeah, Pokemon was good.
I thought for sure we were all gonna, as a collective, not leave Pokemon, but stay on the Digimon route. Like, keep both. But Digimon just faded and died.
I don't know. They failed. It's either they made too many seasons of different stuff, or it's just like the card game didn't take off. I don't even think they had a card game. They didn't have one.
I think probably that we needed something to do.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do with it.
I guess it would be a failure on the merch then, right? Because they had toys,
marketing, merch, both. Yeah.
But but Digimon was mine growing up for sure.
It's because one of the things I liked best about it was I was a fan of the cool artwork, like similar to like the art on your wall, Brian. Like just like wings and skulls, and like that was like the time too. I think.
Well, yeah, all of them were so distinct, even though some of them were simple. You had, what did she turn into? Lilymon was a cactus. First, she was like a cacti kind of like flower, then into a big cactus, then into Lilymon, and then even when she evolved after that one, some big monster. I'm like, yes! There's so many cool designs.
And I think that was like another thing too. Like it was more than that 3 transformations. They just got getting bigger and badass looking. And it was
more fucking cool. Yeah. Even Hawkmon, I will die on this hill. Hawkmon, Pokemon stole a design from Hawkmon. There's a Pokemon out right now. I have it. You can't tell me this isn't a Digimon. I'll get it right now in a second. Hold on. But yeah, because like the design alone, but that's where they failed. Merchandising, where the real money from the movie is, man.
What do you like better? Do you like the concept of Pokemon that once a creature evolves, it's done, it stays there? It can't go back.
I didn't like that about the whole thing with Ash.
Wow, that's a
That's a Pokemon. That's a Pokemon.
That looks like a Digimon. Yeah.
That looks like a Digimon. They stole it because that was Hawkmon. That's exactly what Hawkmon looks like. This is Blaziken, and he's one of my favorite ones because he looks like that. I'm like, hell fucking yeah.
I didn't like that, like, because the evolution of a Pokemon was like they get more powerful, more abilities and everything, right? But yet a single stage, evolution Pokemon was able to beat fucking like Charizard and shit like that. Like, come on, bro.
Pikachu is like he broke all the rules. Yeah. Like he's level 100. And they're like, well, the game levels don't match the anime levels. So then why is this Pikachu able to do all this shit? This makes no sense.
Yeah.
Well, Ash has had him for so long. That still doesn't make sense. He should have a limit. He's a little bitty mouse. He should have a power limit, just like everyone else has a power limit.
And in the shows, like, it didn't matter. Like, they would train and do whatever, and they would evolve on their own. You didn't have to, at some point, they started, okay, now you have to take this thing in order to evolve. Otherwise, you don't evolve. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, Digimon, they went with the Digi Armor. I did kind of like the way they said it, but yeah, you got a Digi Armor Energy. Or are you talking about Pokemon?
Pokemon.
Well, yeah, you had to have a Leaf Stone, and then you had to have a Fire Stone, yeah, instead of just, getting better.
But before, they would just evolve on their own with just hard work, whatever, and then you're like,
have you seen those AI videos?
XP,
like it's there's an AI video, like a Natural Geographic of the life of a Geodude. Geodude can crumble.
I like that. Yeah.
I saw.
Yeah, but then it shows it training on its own.
Great.
Yeah, I like I saw the Machamp ones. That was pretty cool. Because again, you don't need a stone. You just need to get experience. Get more experience, and you get it.
Yeah.
Scyther. Oh God, that sounds terrifying.
It is terrifying.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah.
But again, I think that's what's not fair. It's not that it's not fair. It's just that Digimon lost it all because they have animes now where they revamped it. They have anime movies and seasons where they just went back to the beginning but made it look like cool anime styles now. But I'm like, but you're just telling the same story over again. You need cards. You need an app. Like I always look for an app, and they're never like Pokemon has an app.
See,
they have a card game app,
That's what bothers me is like the going back and changing animation style, like for the worse. Like we saw that with Dexter. My God, that was fucking awful. Dexter's Lab. It went from
Finish it
this like cool
Season 3 changed it. Yeah.
God, it was
Same thing
bad.
with Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Ed,
It
Ed,
went
and
from
Eddie.
it went to once they went 3D, it lost everything.
Yeah, just not the same.
And like, yeah, Digimon had so much potential. They lost it without making a card game, something you can physically play. But then they also lost it. They didn't stick with the core because even though Ash is going from island to island, there's a core concept. It's Ash going island to island. On this one, we went from 2 seasons of those kids. Now the 3rd season, a whole new set of kids. 4th season, it's either the same one or another set of kids. 6th season, a whole new set of kids. 7th season, a whole new set of kids and rules. Now the Digimon confuse with the human being to pilot each other. And I'm like, okay, well, we just lost everything.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, I didn't like
what
that.
what are we doing? I get we're digital, but like, come on, man. They lost their core concept. They should have fine-tuned the initial thing because you can even tell at the end of season 2 when they fight the Mega Masters, which was a clown, Pinocchio thing, dragon that looked just like another dragon we saw before, but metal. I'm like, okay. And then I don't even remember the 4th one because it was probably the same thing. The clown, the dragon, the puppet, one other thing. What the hell was it? I don't know, but it was all just like basic. Like, okay, but we saw War Greymon. Yeah. Well, War Greymon's a mega. Yeah. So, well, why are they stronger? Because. Okay, but like, you got to give us something. You can't just say they're stronger because. Like, because at least Devimon lost to Angemon because Angemon was light and Devimon was dark. You know, like at least Pokemon explain types, you know, water,
yeah.
electric, fire. You're like, at least they explained all this. In Digimon, it was just like, no, it's about if you want it the most. I'm like, okay, this is stupid. And then you get DNA digivolving. I'm like, okay, this could have been cool too. But then you're mixing types now, and like you just said that there's types, but then you're saying the 2 types can mix together. Like what?
We gotta keep evolving, but how?
Yeah, but how? And I'm like, okay. And then I thought they had a cool one with the card where the kid invented his first Digimon, the red one, and then you could use a card, Energize, to give him attributes. I thought that was a cool concept because now you give us stuff. Now you can give us cards, and now you can have us do this. And then it died dead in the water with that same season. I'm like, okay, well, you guys suck. They kept refining it, but not refining it. They kept making new ones instead of refining the first one. At least with Pokemon, 151 Pokemon, Ash is trying to become a master. At the end of that season, is he a master? No. Okay, well, now let's get him to a new island, new Pokemon. He's still trying to be a master. So new badges, new things, okay, cool.
Well, hey, but they changed the script. What happened to 151? Motherfuckers on 10,000 now.
Well, because yeah. Well, I don't want to say we need more.
I never finished the Ash's arc. Did he ever fucking do it?
He did at the very end of the series. It's 10 seasons later.
Which was 10 seasons later?
I think it was more than that, but it was like 10 seasons later. He finally becomes master. He wins the tournament, and
at what
with
age?
Pikachu, he's the same age. They made it
10
to where
years old.
They made it to where every episode of Pokemon is just a day. That's why he's the same age, because over those 10 seasons, it's not really him
That
aging
motherfucker
because
didn't walk 500
And
kilometers.
then there was a theory rumor that the ho-ho he saw in the first video granted him immortality, which is why he never gets older. But then they disputed that because everyone else around him also didn't get older. So I was like, no, that doesn't make sense.
Wait, hang on. You said it was a ho-ho?
A ho-ho, yeah, it was a ho-ho.
I thought it was not Moltres. Moltres, yeah.
It was a ho-ho.
There was no such thing as a ho-ho. The first episode, first season had 151. Ho-ho was not a part of that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's Gen 2.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
All right, we're down to bet again.
Yeah.
No one is saying.
Loser picks the next thing. Winner. What am I talking about?
Winner, chicken dinner. Okay, hold on.
Taking a bathroom break.
As I'm typing it, All right. What Pokemon did Ash see first? Ash first saw legendary Pokemon Ho-Oh in the very first episode of the Pokemon anime. Ash's first encounter with legendary Pokemon occurred on his first day as a Pokemon trainer. While he was traveling to Viridian City. After a storm, Ash was lying on the ground with his injured Pikachu when he saw Ho-Oh flying over a rainbow in the sky. His Pokédex could not identify it, as many Pokemon were still unknown at the time. And when he tried to describe it to Professor Oak, Oak initially did not believe him, thinking Ash might have been mistaken for seeing another bird Pokemon. Ho-Oh is a legendary flying fire type Pokemon, known for its rainbow-colored wings, and it's said to bring happiness to those who see it. Although in Generation 2 Pokemon in the games, it appeared in the anime during Ash's journey in the Kanto region, making first legendary Pokemon sighting in the series. This encounter is significant because it foreshadows Ash's future's interaction with other legendary Pokemon and symbolizes the start of his long journey as a Pokemon trainer. While Ash did not catch Ho-Oh, the sighting left a lasting impression on him and became a recurring reference throughout the series, including mentions in later episodes and movies where Ash recalls seeing Ho-Oh during his early adventures.
What number was Ho-Oh?
Would you like to know more?
Yes. What number is Ho-Oh? They all have a number, right?
Yeah, let's go to the Bulbapedia.
Fucking knew it. 200, 300, 500, not 151.
It's 153. I don't know. Hold on. It doesn't
I
say.
fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. So he's not.
He did. I just read a whole thing that said it was confirmed. That's the Pokemon he saw.
You just said he's 153.
That
Buddy,
just because it wasn't on the Pokédex doesn't mean he didn't exist. What are you talking about?
What was the
It's
original?
even right here. Are you looking on my screen? It says it right there. Look at that.
What was the
It's a
original
picture
count?
of him.
Yeah, what is his number?
Oh my God. Let me go. Fucking y'all are. No. Okay. He is number 250.
Oh wow.
That doesn't prove anything. I just read to you that that's the Pokemon that I
Original
saw.
150. Ask if it was a part of the original 150 or whatever, 151, whatever it was.
That doesn't prove anything though.
I think it does.
It says it right there though. Oh my God.
Which generation is that Pokemon? Right?
Okay. All right. It's Gen 2 technically, but he existed before all that. The gens are for us. There it goes. What gen is Ho-Oh? It'll say Gen 2, less than 5 months after the release of Pokemon Red and Green, is considered part of the Tower duo alongside Lugia. Ho-Oh is the version mascot for Pokemon Gold, and its remake Pokemon Heart Gold is often referred to as the trio master of the legendary beasts and Guardians of the Skies. It does not evolve and has a base experience yield of 220. Well, that doesn't matter. God damn it. We're going to go on this whole rant of does it count or not? It does count because it says it. It says it right there. Fresh Fizz Daily.
Stupid.
Okay.
It says it right there. Was Ho-Oh in the first episode of Pokemon? Yes, in big fucking capital letters. Ho-Oh appears in the first episode of Pokemon titled I Choose You. It is depicted as a mysterious bird that actually flying across the sky. This moment is significant as it marks Ho-Oh's debut into the anime. The Pokédex couldn't read it because it didn't have that information. The Pokédex only has information Professor Oak only has, which is weird because Professor Oak also saw.
I'm just confused because I'm almost certain Professor Oak, the man, the myth, legend himself, fucking says 150.
What does that have to do with anything? That's the documented. That's only 150 they had documented. They couldn't document it. Yeah. I gotta go back to Jesus Christ. When did Ash first see it? And it says it right here. I'm gonna highlight it for you.
What I'm getting at is, did the storyline change?
Look,
'Cause
look, right here. His Pokédex could not identify it, as many Pokemon were still unknown at the time. And when he tried to describe it to Professor Oak, Oak initially did not believe him, thinking Ash might have been mistaken for seeing another bird Pokemon, meaning it was so legendary that even Professor Oak hadn't known of his existence yet. So yes, it was a part of the lore. We just didn't know anything more about
It's
it.
like future-proofing your fucking franchise.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They're
Yeah.
foreshadowing. They're future-proofing it.
Very well.
Is there an argument? Because now I got to get on Reddit. Is there an argument for is Ho-Oh part of the original 50? I'm going to actually type that in.
I wouldn't be surprised, yeah, if Reddit's got some stuff. Or Discord. Yeah, I just looked it up. Did the storyline of Pokemon change from 150?
Okay, but that's you.
It
That's
evolved
you.
significantly.
That's you. What is the word? You're tricking AI. You're asking it a biased question.
I'm tricking it, the supercomputer.
You're asking it a biased question. You're asking it in a way that it has to answer your way. Is Ho-Oh part of the original Pokemon? Not a part of the original Pokemon roster. It was introduced in Generation 2 as known as the Rainbow Pokemon. While it featured in the first episode of Pokemon series, it is not included in the first 151 because, and just like the moon, we forgot how to get there. So either way, I think it's a wash. Let's see.
It sounds like I did win.
No, it's a wash because I was right. We're both right. It's not officially a part of the 150, but it's not.
If you had won, you would have let us know. But your lack of enthusiasm is telling me everything I need to know. The fact that you want to just call it a wash, that tells me.
It
all
didn't
right.
say what I wanted it to
That's
say,
like you're
but it
losing at
didn't not
chess,
say it.
and you're like, "Do you want to draw?" Like, why the fuck would I draw? Like, I'm winning. Like, why would I draw this? You just need to see. I got you on the ropes.
Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna beat you.
It's a matter of if I hang on 10 more minutes, my victory is rest assured. But you're trying to get out of it. You're pulling out like draw. I'm like, no, motherfucker. That sounds like I won.